Welcome to Ballsy, the podcast where I interview successful artists and creators on how they got the balls to sell their art and turn their practice into a profitable business. As a former entrepreneur turned artist, I realized that being an artist is basically like running a small startup. And you, the artist, are the CEO. I talk to artists about their businesses, talk real numbers, growth hacks, tools and tricks, and how they were ballsy enough to make that their career. I still can't get used to seeing myself all the time. So I normally wear my cool glasses and I can't seem to find them anywhere. So I'm wearing my regular nerd glasses.
I just found my cool glasses. You want to see them? Everyone makes fun of me for these. Are prescription. I got these years ago. I never wear them because they make me feel dizzy.
Then you shouldn't wear them.
But it does make words look better. I feel like they work, but at the same time,
are they? Do you have a prescription or are they reading glasses?
They're prescription. I got them years ago.
They're dope frames.
I call them Jeffrey Dahmer glasses, but angles, my phone, the angles, they don't look 90 degrees. It's very weird. But I just found them deep somewhere in the drawer.
Yeah, I'm new to I've worn glasses for a while, but now I actually need them. But I'm not prescription. I'm just reading, so I can't see shit in front of me. I can't see my phone if I'm looking. It's just all blurry, unless I have glasses
right now,
on. So I wear
very blurry.
Yeah, I can see you. This is perfect. If I go like this, you're blurry. So, but such is life.
Such is life.
The disadvantage of getting older.
Where's Joe?
Who's Joe?
Joe Rogan. You said Joe Rogan was going to be here. Where is he?
Oh yeah, he's not going to make it. He called. He canceled.
Just us? All right, fuck it.
It's just us.
Let's do it.
So everybody, welcome to Ballsy. This is it's rebranding, baby. This is John Westbay. He definitely has the balls to sell some art. He is an artist from New York City.
Brooklyn, New York.
From Brooklyn. I'm going to, instead of me mastering it, why don't you give a little background on yourself? I always tell artists, start with your social media so people, if they're listening, they can go search. The links will be in the notes, but the more chances people have, the better. So if you would, tell a little about your style. I know the things you're known for, the characters you've created, and just give us a little background of how you got to where you are, and then we'll slowly get into the questions.
Social media is pretty simple. It's only Instagram. It's at Westgard, Westgard. The website is With Love by West. Not on TikTok, not on Twitter. I don't know how people have time for all these social media things. Instagram is enough for me. I already spent too many hours on it. But yes, John Westbay. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I tell people I'm from Brooklyn and they're like, but where are you born? They automatically assume that nobody's actually born in Brooklyn. People just move here from Idaho or Iowa or these other places. But I was born here, still here, representing, holding it down while everybody else is enjoying the heat in Florida and such, Miami. But I'm a painter. So this year is actually exciting. This February will be 10 years since I started painting. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm excited for that. Started as street art. I was painting on canvas first. I just grabbed some canvases, just started messing around. And I was always artistic, always in school. So I just did this interview for Inked Mag, and it says, what was the first medium that you used? And I thought about it, and I'm like, definitely ink on school desk, on public school desk or paper. Because I from every age, from elementary school to middle school to high school, I just recall being in class, not paying attention at all, being deep into some pen drawings, ink all over this side of your hand, and a teacher coming over, grabbing it, getting compliments, and be like, very nice jump, that's not what we're doing, snatch it away. Also, which is a message that I try to portray, but them saying, you can't do this is cool, but this is never going to get you anywhere. And my biggest message, which I would want to share with the world, is that it is possible and you can do it. But we'll get back to that. Yeah, just from a kid, always drawing, always painting, always loved art class. Then I was cutting hair, which was artistic in a way. But once I started painting, which was 10 years ago, I really fell in love. I had a business. I got out of my business, and I've really just been painting ever since.
Okay, so we're going to get into all that, because one of the things that I always find the most interesting is when artists turn pro. At what point did those inflection points happen? So I know your work I know you for two things. I know you for the love street art stuff. And then I know you for, I don't know how you describe your character. You got these eyes and a heart. And so those are obviously love is a theme in your work. Can you give the audience just a quick evolution on how your work evolved? Because you're known for these things, and we're going to get back into how that conveys to business and how you did that. And then we're going to go back to how you became an actual artist from having a hobby that was art.
So it really, I was just messing around on canvas. It was funny because when you get canvas and you get paint, you're like, I want to paint. And then you sit down and you're like, what the hell am I going to paint? You know, that's what being an artist is. I guess it's just to have that freedom and the confidence to just try something and pick something, go for it. So I was just messing around, just making faces and different things, colors, flowers, just figuring out literally how to apply paint to a canvas, how to use a paintbrush. But then, after a few months, I made this love thing. I was in the shower, and like in the steam of the shower, I just wrote the love, like script out. It's crazy, right? And they say ideas always come in the shower.
Your mind is free. Yeah.
It's nuts. Script L, and I use the heart as the O, and then VE. And I'm like, I look at the heart and I'm like, the heart kind of resembles a V more than an O, because you would see that a lot. You see it on Hallmark cards and everywhere, like the heart is the O, right? So then I rewrote it in the glass, script L, O with the heart as the V, and then an E, and then I put the peace sign, and then I'm like, all right, this is pretty cool. And was really never into, I always loved graffiti, I always appreciated it, but I didn't that was my group of friends, never really was into it. Like usually people get into that really young, like when they're a teenager, but I was 23 and I grabbed spray paint and I was like, I like this thing, I think it's cool, I'm just gonna freaking start spraying it everywhere. And I did like all over New York City, all over Brooklyn. Daily News did an article about it. Like early on, I just started. I was like, and I look back at them now, they were so ugly. It was just so young. I didn't know how to use. I didn't know what spray paint to get. I got Rust-Oleum at freaking Home Depot. I didn't know I had no hand control. But there was something there, and it showed, and it resonated with people because it's very simple, but it resonated with people. So then I made an Instagram, which was anonymous, and people would reach out. People would say, hey, could you do this for me on canvas? And I'm like, okay. And they're like, how much? And I'm like, I don't know. I never, ever thought that. I was just messing around. I just got canvas just to have some fun, and I started doing it in the street for fun. Never thought that I could use it and make money. But so the heart, to answer your question, the heart character now that I use, really, it did come from the love. I used the heart as the V in the word love, which was the street art stuff. And I would write phrases, love is all you need, stuff from song, whatever it is, more love and this and that. But so the heart character now that you see, I got the toys. I should show you the toy.
We're gonna talk. I'm excited to talk about the toys because I just saw the toys, and I'm super excited to hear how that process came about.
It's cool to see it now. Like let me grab one. I gotta show you.
Okay.
It's cool to see it now, coming from, like I said, 10 years, coming from like these very young, very premature, like spray paint drawings and with the heart, to now see this that I finally got, boom, in the box. Just got these a few days ago, didn't even ship them out yet. And now to see it like 3D.
Yeah, hold it up a little higher. Yeah, that's so cool, man.
And they're really heavy. They're like a pound and a half.
We're definitely getting back to those because I love that. I always think it's super interesting. There are a bunch of artists that I follow that have found that specific, and I think it's one of the more important things of art, because at the end of the day, as artists, your art style is your brand, right? That's who you are. And you've found this character and this, obviously based on love, but it's a brand, right? You take it everywhere. You do it on everything. And so conceptually how that evolved from something so simple as like a love tag that then evolved into this character that has now become the thesis and underlying of your work, I think is really compelling. So but we're going to go back and then we're going to go forward.